Hello there, I'm Greg Sadler, and I'm really happy to tell you about a new course offering that we have in the Study With Sadler Academy. It is Existentialist Philosophy and Literature, a course that I've taught in academic classes for a number of years, and now I'm bringing it to anybody who wants to study online with me for about 16 weeks. So every week, on Thursdays at 9 a.m. Central Time, we're going to meet for a roughly 90 to 120 minute class session. We'll be reading important representative texts by existentialist thinkers. We're looking at the movement in a very broad sense. Some of them are from the 19th century, some of them are from the 20th century. I'll tell you who they are in just a moment. And we will be engaging in some lively discussion of the themes and, in some cases, characters when we're talking about plays or stories, and some of the important distinctions, arguments, and how one might apply the ideas from existentialist philosophy in one's own life, because that's really something central to the existentialist movement. It's supposed to be concrete, not abstract. It's supposed to emerge from the lives that we actually live, and we're going to learn from a whole bunch of really great authors. So let me run you through what we're going to do in the course week by week, and maybe that will get you particularly interested in it. Obviously, we can't cover everybody, because we would probably need a course maybe 2 times or 3 times as long, but we're going to hit on some of the really important figures. So week 1, we're going to begin by looking at, what is existentialism? There isn't one single consensus agreement on that. There are people who we consider to be within the field of existentialism who sometimes denied that they were existentialists. Very famous one, Albert Camus. Perhaps one that you don't know about would be Gabriel Marcel, and that has to do with Jean-Paul Sartre and how he defined existentialism. So we're going to talk about what is it, why did it emerge, why is it such an important philosophical movement, even down to the present, why do people keep on studying these figures. Then in the first, let's say, weeks after that, not weeks 1, 2, 3, but rather 2, 3, 4, we're going to look at what some people call the grandfathers of existentialism, the 19th century existentialists. We'll begin with Søren Kierkegaard in week 2. We'll look at Fyodor Dostoevsky in week 3, and then we'll look at Friedrich Nietzsche in week 4, and that takes us up to really the turn of the century. We're going to then jump into what we can call the second wave of existentialist figures, beginning in week 5 with Lev Shestov, who's probably a lesser-known thinker, but definitely important, one of the people early on making the connections between Nietzsche, Dostoevsky, and other figures. Then we're going to, in week 6, look at an important poet and novel writer, and letter writer as well, Rainer Maria Rilke. In week 7, we're going to move over to Spain and check out Miguel de Unamuno, his tragic sense of life, somebody who often gets left out, but he's a really important figure as well. Week 8, we're going back into literature with Franz Kafka. And then week 9, we're going to be diving deep into philosophy with somebody who's often been called the philosopher's philosopher, very influential on the existentialist movement, Martin Heidegger. After that, we're going to be shifting to the what we can call third wave, which is a very French-centered kind of existentialist movement. Week 10, we're going to look at Gabriel Marcel and his work. Week 11, Jean-Paul Sartre. Week 12, Simone de Beauvoir. And week 13, Albert Camus. And then we're going to widen our perspectives, although we are going to still be doing some French stuff by looking at, in week 14, Frantz Fanon. And then week 15, we'll be looking at a very important Kyoto School philosopher, Keiji Nishitani. That leaves us with one more week, week 16, to wrap everything up, to look at common themes between these figures. This is going to be a class that will have a lot of discussion and dialogue centered around the texts and thinkers that we're going to be reading. So if you know how I teach, you might want to take this class with me. This is something that I have been teaching academically for a number of years. It's really one of the movements that got me interested in philosophy as a young man back in my college years, and my interest in it has continued on to the present. So you're going to find a link below that will take you to the class site where you can enroll, or you can find out more about the curriculum. I give you lots of useful resources, handouts, links to other sources that are going to be useful. And it's going to be a really intensive and great class. If you haven't read these people and you're worried, oh, I don't know if I'm up for this, this is a class for everybody from beginners all the way up to other fellow professors who sometimes take my classes. Anybody's welcome. You just have to decide that you would like to participate, and you're welcome to join our 16-week class. So check it out.